All right, good evening. Finally, we are going to get started tonight. This is a recording of a live stream, so if you're watching on YouTube, we are talking to real people in the chat. If you get bored, just fast forward. No hard feelings. I'm going to work on a project tonight where I'm going to do a mixed media piece with a toucan for a project for school. And I was telling the girls that at my school, we do something called Harmony Around the World, and each classroom gets a country. My wing has South America, so my classroom has Belize. And what we're going to do is turn my room, half of the room will be underwater and like under the sea, and the other half will be the rainforest. And this is part of the door. And then I'm going to raffle. The kids are going to pull tickets, and one of them are going to win. Just to kind of give you an idea of like how big a deal it is. Let me see if I can find my picture from last year. I know I've got one. I had a whole bunch, but I okay. It's probably in my Dropbox. But last year I did a mural. I painted a big camel, and we did a whole mural. We had Morocco. I don't know why I do that. I hit the Ustream instead of the Dropbox, or the Dropbox instead of the Ustream. They look the same to me. But it was, and we had a 3D tent where the kids took pictures, and we played the theme song to The Road to Morocco. And then the kids, some of my girls dressed up, and they were the tour guide. So when you came in, they told you all about Morocco. And I may not have that picture anymore, because I'm getting down to the, well, darn it. I probably moved it somewhere. Oh, well, so what we're going to do is I bought a canvas, and I pulled some papers. And what I was going to do first of all, some of them I know, like this is gray. I know I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to cut scissors and just use that as a pattern and kind of paper piece it. So I think the kids will be excited. Only a couple of the kids that were with me today after school know that I'm going to do this, and that they'll get a chance. So there's the gray wing. So ditch the gray paper. Ditch the wing. All right. This is a piece from Kathy Bird that sent me some jelly printed papers. And I'm going to do the tip of his beak in orange. How's everybody else today? It's been kind of a manic day. I was very nervous knowing that I was going to meet and we were going to discuss, and I was so sure that I wasn't going to get a job. Okay. I know that this is what I want to do the yellow in. And I should have probably cut the big black piece. Let me cut the outline of this before I lose too much of my drawing. And I'm just gonna leave that. There. And then come around. Cut this curve. I know I'm off camera just a minute. So that'll be the body, the main. And I'm not going to leave that white text. Get this stuff out of the way. Okay, so that can go away. That can go there. Still need this. This is teal. So I thought I'd use a piece of this. I think I'll use this piece. That'll give it some metallic shimmer. Hi, CB. I went today and bought a bunch of canvases, CB, to do some pours. I just need to go to Home Depot and get well, I'm not sure what I want to use for, if I want to use silicone or dimethicone. This is supposed to be gold. This is too much like the other one, I think. I have this and this. And I have some of this. I'm thinking I'll use a little bit of this. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Ella. Yes, it is a happy, happy Friday. All right. There's that. Get rid of that. Okay. I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. You can always replace it. And then this is supposed to be gold right in here too. You bought dimethicone, but you've used both. Um, oh, that's cool, Eileen. Well, I have been binge watching everyone's videos. And I'm not sure what I wanted, if I want what I want to use for pore medium. I've seen quite a few different things. I do think I want to get the GAC 800 to prevent the crazing and the cracking. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a piece. There was something that was supposed to be orange. But I think I did it all in yellow. So I think I'll just do the tip. In this orange. I feel like I'm missing a piece here. Let me put this under the canvas. I think that'll work for the... Who is it, Eileen, that you're taking the class from? Okay. Alright, don't need that. I may use that. That's our color guide. Our big bird. I may use a piece of this in there somewhere, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use some of this napkin that I had left over from the other night. And I think I want to use part of this napkin from Cass and part of this so I can add some pops of color here and there on the canvas, like on the base. I will be teaching 6th grade science. There will not be any 5th grade at my school, which is super exciting because I didn't think I was going to have a job. Hi, Jean. So let me put this to the side. We're going to do something to this later and make it black but I'm not sure what yet. So let's go ahead. And I'm going to cover the canvas with just white text and paper. I found these old, you've used every from Fluid. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of playing with it. I even watched the video CB where, can't think of her name now, where she got the deep base tint and used that. And I've seen people use the glue and stuff. Okay, this is just random music. I don't know what's on it. It was just some music paper. I knew I could cover some big space. And put this down here, I think. I want to use some map in here too, but I don't have any map that's oh yeah, Jean, I'm not sure it's your thing, but it's I also want to try CB when I pour, I want to try to either put some flat papers or some smaller canvases in some places because it seems like you could catch some of that pour off and drip and be more purposeful with it. All right, I need some map paper. It'll mostly. She can't come in here. Well, that's how we have to banish her.
Come on, come on.
She's just been too bad. Tay Tay tried to come back. She goes and tells Bob. Like that would work. Okay. Here's what I think I'll do. I think I'll put. It's gonna get covered with paint. Too. But this covers a big area. And I like this river. So I think I'll put this on the middle. Yeah, poor Tay Tay. So abused. Oh, that's a good idea. To make skins. Alright. I'll try to do this relatively fast, the gluing part. Go faster. Since that's a large area to cover. Yeah, Bob subs at my school, so this way we can continue to work at the same school and keep one car. Okay. That was much faster. And I'm going to wrap this around the edge here. Turn it. All right, pick up some more of this. That was much faster. Okay. Still doesn't want to stick down in this one corner. So it just takes so much pressure off. And we can proceed with getting a house, but not under duress. I mean, it did force us to get that process started and finding out what we needed to do, which was good, but I didn't need it to happen. I am doing a project for school. So it's a toucan. This is just part of it, but it's for Belize, for a project for school and then when we're done with it at school, I'm gonna have my kids put all their names in a jar, and one of them will win. Let me see if I can get this to stick on the back side. It's just a minute. So it's going to be more of a paper collage than paint, per se. I mean, we'll do a little shading, but for the most part. Okay, let's see if that'll lay down now. Got some good wrinkles. Still got some bubbles in here. Let me I'm just taking my X-Acto knife and poking some little holes. And then I'm going to get the area really wet and work some glue if it didn't get under there. Part of it is there's no pressure underneath the canvas, which is sometimes the problem with a big piece of paper. Okay. Now let's see. Now I'm just going to worry about put this one here, I think. And this is just some old children's encyclopedia type books I bought at a flea market. A little slit in there. Hit the corner. So that's one end. Computer keeps going. Hi, Terry. that's not. Let me take this other piece of music paper I had and tear. That works there, but it's still not. Okay, I'm just gonna put the other half of this turn sideways, I guess, or maybe upside down, just where the text shows. Down there. And then I think I'll turn that sideways. Like I said, it's going to get covered with paint. For a background, I think I'll just glaze a blue to some extent and do some of that napkin. Oh. I'm just glopping this glue on. Now it's got those corners covered. And I think I'll take and tear this and have this come off here. I'm not going to wrap it around the corner though, I don't think. That'll get some color over here. Back down. Okay. That wrinkle in there. All right, let me flip this. And let's use that on that corner. I think before I do that, I want to come in and put some music paper, and I'll just let it wrap around the middle. And then all I have to do is worry about the corners. And that'll break up some of that. I'm going to give this a rough edge and put it there. And that'll give me this corner covered. And then when I put this on, this will give me this corner covered. Let me pull this off. That. Glue the back side real quick. And pull this back. If I pull that back, that'll help. Glue this. Kind of like wrapping a package. Hi, Shauna. That's the last corner. We got all the corners wrapped. It's not sticking to the table. Okay. All right, let's see what we want to add and do. Okay, there's our bird. I think I'll maybe put the word Belize underneath, if I put the word Belize at all. I mean, I need to give this a rough edge. Well, actually, we need to decide where we want the flower. Maybe we do want to move him down. Thinking the flower might have to go here. And then he can go here, the beak and the rest of that. Alright, so let me put the flower on because that's pretty much got to go on the white, can't go on the gray. And that'll help dictate where we want the rest of the bright colored pops to go. Okay, so I like that. Needs to be trimmed. I don't want to glue him yet because he needs to be stenciled. Okay. And I'm going to tear a rough edge on that. I think down, I got to turn that fan off. I think down here for this, but I'm thinking before I want to put that on, some of this stripe. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. I'm going to get really wet glue, watered down, because I'm going to lay this on here and then tear. It's already got a torn edge. Alright, so. Alright, I like that. I'm going to cut the end so I can perhaps use some of the rest of it somewhere else. Like maybe a piece needs to go in here. Okay. Kind of like that. Okay. And then again, I'm going to get this real wet, soppy glue. And let this one lay over that. get this glued down real quick and get rid of this that's hanging over the edges. And then this in real quick. Okay. That's pretty good. And I feel like we might want some more of this somewhere in here, or maybe coming down from this. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to put a piece over here. Right, get that. Super wet. And that goes over the sides and adds some interest to the sides. Okay, so I'm happy with that napkinage. Let me set that aside to dry and set up for a few minutes because we need to deal with him. He's black predominantly, so I wanted to use a stencil and some black paint. There's black. And just sponge on a stencil. So my choices or thoughts were this, but it might be too graphic. Then I thought about this, which is a floral, which goes with the tropical. I also thought about this, but I think it's too linear. I'm leaning towards this flower print, I think. Because the other thing I thought about doing is after I did this, I might put some of this napkin on him in places after he's together for little pops of color. So I think I'll do this one. The floral. Yeah, I think the floral is a good choice. And it won't matter like directional either. So I'm just going to put some black paint, and I just have a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to pounce the black everywhere. I didn't have a big enough piece of anything for the body, and I didn't want it in two pieces. May not have enough black paint. Need to get some more here. All right. This. Sometimes I wish I lived on the East Coast. Not really, but the distance is so far in Texas that if you're not close, you're really far away. And the people in the other states can get to each other so quick, doesn't take that long to travel other places, but it takes a day just to get out of Texas. Okay. Let me find and match up. That's a pretty good match. I plan to, CB. Now that I have a job, there is no question. Bob and I talked about it tonight. We're going to take the first vacation that we've taken in years. I may leave that right there, not with the pattern. Okay. Because maybe we want to take some of this napkin from Zandra. Of course, my hands are so full of, like, glue. All right, I'm going to be off camera for just a second. I'm going to trying to lay this here. And I can just cut some of it. To fit. And then go in and tear. Okay, I think I'll tear this. I don't know that I want the bird. Okay, I like that a lot because that's going to give them some color down at the tail. Let me put some glue in here. I don't want to touch that black paint too much. Okay, I like that. I'm thinking I might put a piece up here. Get another piece to cut. Okay, and then I'm gonna tear hit that with some glue again. See if I can. That works. And I think that's all I'll add of that right now. I may add more later if I think it needs it. But there's other parts that are colored, so I'm not too worried. All right. Clean that up. Get a wet wipe. I got black paint in the edge of the glue jar. That's because I got black paint all on here. I must. All right. I am making a toucan for Belize for a school project, and then there'll be a prize for one of my kids. All right. Let's get the canvas. And I want to get him about right there. Let's get some glue going down there. Get him glued down, and then we can start putting in the other pieces that I cut. I don't want to hit it with the top of the brush too much yet, because I'm afraid that that black paint still a little. Yeah, seems to be okay. Or that napkin there just a little bit. Adding patina, right? Okay, now we got to figure out the pieces to this puzzle. That's that. That I know. Okay. That's that. Make glue on the back of that. And then this sits in here. Okay. And this goes here. That sits here. And then this piece goes here. Okay, you see the toucan? All right. I was going to do the words Belize across the bottom, but I'm kind of leaning towards right here. I'm leaning towards peel and stick letters in black. I think there's enough of this napkin here. I wish I had another piece of that because I almost would put another flower right here. I think I used it all. Well, I used 1, 2, and there were. All right, let's look in my. Let me look at my napkin box because Kathy sent me 2 of those casts, and I used one on a canvas cut up. Nope, I know. I used the 4th one. There is no more big flower. Maybe a, maybe a piece of this from Xandra with the hummingbirds. If I don't use it on this, I'll use it somewhere else. I don't think it's facing the right direction. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't have a blue flower. I wish I had a turquoise. No, I could maybe make one, like in a pop of turquoise down here. What I thought about was, I'll show you. It's not cut the way we want it. It's just, thought about this, like this bird with the rest of, like, get some of this out. Now the other possibility is take the turquoise jelly print we could make a flower. Like that. And then if we go over it with the pip markers, we can make this look like a flower. We can even do a center in another color. In the middle. And put that in the middle. Does that look okay? And it would be kind of off. Well, it would get definition with the paint. When we're done, like, we'll take the pip markers and come in and add details. Like the napkin. Okay, so let's roll with that. Let me get the side tack down. Okay. Because we're not going to have to do too much to the parrot. Now, I may not have letters big enough. We'll see. May go back to putting Belize. I don't really want the word Belize to be super big though, so let's see what we got in here. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for letters, sorry. I got distracted by something else that I thought might work. It may be a mix of sets. Now I do have sparkly turquoise ones. That's a possibility. Yeah, there are more parrots. Okay. So do we like the sparkly? They're kind of a turquoise color and they're sparkly. Could just do Belize right here. Of course, I don't have a capital B. I may not have any E's left. I hate when you have this many letters, but you still can't spell the word you're trying to spell. There's no E's. So I think it's going to be a combination of these. And these. Or do we want to just do that? Maybe we just need to do the alphabet stencil and just do it in paint pen. Because there's not enough stickers. But I do have something else I think I might put on there. There's this little piece of plastic that's green that says Discovery. And I think I'm going to throw that in there. And then Belize, because the kids are supposed to be discovering. Use a stencil. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I have a an alphabet letter stencil. Let me get it. I'd print something if I had thought about it. I didn't. It was a last minute and I was going to my meeting, so it wasn't happening. Okay. Letters. Okay. I think that's the only one I have. Oh. I do probably have another one. But I think it's way too big. See, those are too big. So I think I'll end up... Oh. Finding stencils trying to escape the drawer. Alright, let me dry this before we do. We stick this on. It's already sticky. I don't think it's coming off. Alright. So let me dry this real quick. All right. Let's start with adding some petals. In here. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with some gray. I'm going to put white in the middle. Right, I'll let that paint pen dry, and then I'll hit it. I think some of it I'll hit with the marker again. There's a lighter turquoise when it's dry. All right. I need to find the other gray. There we go. Now I'm just going to come around. Not going to add a whole lot of painted detail to him. Okay. Okay. And actually there's some feet that go in here that I didn't cut. That I'm going to put in. I may put a branch in there too, because they were sitting on a letter. So I think I'll put what looks like a branch. Darken some of that. Right, and I need an eye up here. I need to let that area here down here dry. And let's hit this. switch to the just trying to hit all the edges so that there's I need it clean. All right, and then I think that's not going to show up on that one, so I think I'll use this kind of golden brown. All right, but I am going to hit some of that golden in here. I want to get it brighter where the yellows are. Okay. Trying to clean off my fingers. Before I go to the yellow. Okay. Okay. Okay, clean that up on here a little bit. Let's go back. This should be dry enough. Hit some of that white with the turquoise. I'm going to leave it white in the middle, I think. You mean one of the ones from this other napkin? Just a second. Like one of these, right in here. Not a new school. No, same school. Look at this. And we'll try this right in here. Kind of like this, you mean? Right in here? CB? Like that. Bye, Grammy. I kind of like that idea, CB. Let me get some more of the black out. I'm just fussy cutting around that napkin. Just a little more. And that makes it fit. It fits pretty well around the curve. Yeah, it brings a pop of that bright orange down here. I like that. It also finishes this area right here nicely. That was a good idea. Okay, put that in the water. Okay, put those up. Okay. So I'm thinking just right here, black. And using the paint pen. And centering it kind of right in here. Okay. IZE. So let's start with the all right. I want to do something real quick. I'm just going to take a Sharpie, and this is just a Post-it note. I'm not going to get the whole letter. I'm not even sure the whole word will fit on this Post-it note. The way I did it. It will if I put this E up here. I'll get the spacing. It's not. If I'd started the B up here, it would have been good. Okay, so let me. Okay, so if I put that there, I'll use it as a guide. But I'll start with a B. And this time I'm going to use the paint pen, the black paint pen, and I'll be more precise. Nope, nope. That is not going to work because it's blurry. Let me get it off here real quick. I think the marker choice was the wrong. I think it was too liquid. So, what I'm going to do is Sharpie. Make sure it's dry. Okay. I hate stencils for this very reason. If this doesn't work, I'm just freehanding it. You know what, y'all? No, I'm gonna start saying cuss words. All right. I don't like that B, but we're gonna live with it. I'm not using the stencil. I'm going rogue here. Let me get the glue out of the way so I don't knock the big thing of glue off. I don't know if I can do it in camera. I don't even care if I kill the Sharpie. Put it over here too. Oh, I don't think so. I don't like it there that much. Like I would be really tempted to cover it up. Now, I could But I don't... I have green. You know what? I think I'm going to take it out. I think I'm going to put a piece of magazine glued on there, like a big piece of text. Put new thing, and I don't think I'm going to write Belize at all. I think I might write it on the side where it says Belize. I don't know. What I need to do is just look at it. They won't be as picky as I am. I am going to finish the branch. I'm going to make the branch come through here and behind the flower. Because the other thing I planned on doing was painting the background, but now I'm not sure. Oh, Tay-Tay. She is unhappy. Okay, let me put these up. Let me give him a little highlight in his eye here. I'm fairly happy with the piece. Except for I'm just not sure I like the lettering. Because I don't like I don't. Like I said, I could do that. But I'd never match that green up again. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Sign it. Seal it. Call it done. Because it really does need to say, I mean, I wanted it to say Belize, so. And I don't think I want to put Harmony Around the World, HAW 2017 up here. I want it to be something like they could hang it on the wall and it wouldn't scream, this was a school project. Yeah, give us a minute, Tay-Tay. Okay, so I'll sign it here in a minute. Somewhere. Medium. Okay. I think I'll just sign it right in here. God, what is with it with all this sticky? Doesn't want to write. I'll write HAW right here. With my signature. That'll work. Because no one else will know what that means years from now. So that way it has it really small. Yeah, I like the colors. It's very and it's we're gonna have a sign over my door that says "Welcome to Belize," and the flags from Belize in a banner hanging across the opening of the door. And I have a window, a glass frosted window, and this is going to sit in the window Friday night. I think I'm going to wire it and then just use a command hook on the glass and hang it from the glass and that way it can hang in the middle of the window and everybody can see it. And then on Monday during Deer, the kids and I can put all their names in a hat and pull a name for who wins it. I'm telling you, I have glue everywhere. Sticky, my hands. Yeah. Well, it was a rough start with all the computer problems. So I'm surprised any of you are here. All right, let me let the beast in because she is having fits. And let me stop the recording. Thank you, Ella.